What's up, good people? It's your boy Home Boom. Dropping another segment of the Hold Up Show. Hold up! Yeah. Just wanted to get on here and bust it up with my people. Thank all the new subscribers, all the people that watch the shorts. Leave a like, drop a comment. I appreciate all that. I appreciate all the support. But people ask me like, that can't be it, bro. You know what I mean? How long you gonna be at the park? This is not sustainable. And my thoughts are, during this healing process, because I needed to heal. And I needed to detach. My nose is a little stuffy. It's a whole lot of pollen out here. So if I sound a little nasally, that's why. My shit is cold car yellow. So, you know. And I still am on this healing journey that caused this ascensioning or awareness spiritually. That during this healing time of him putting me in a hermit state to detach and expel and get whatever emotions and old characteristics that I used to have out my system. Took my appetite to make me fast. You know what I'm saying? I've really been on a very limited diet, and partly because I'm rationing money, but partly because the things I used to eat, I just can't eat. And then it's like the things I want to eat, I can't afford to eat because it's just more expensive to eat healthy. And it's like I can't really buy in abundance because I don't have a refrigerator, you know. You know. So I I really feel like he kind of wanted it that way, like wanted me to like flush out, you know, like I'm eating, but you know, it's more water, like I'm craving just more water and water. I ain't had the urge for sex or alcohol, or I've just recently stopped the smoking, and you know, that's been a struggle. Not gonna lie. Cause you would hit well, I hit emotional patches throughout this journey to where as though I could go, I would be days, go certain days through this healing, and I'm fine, and I feel like I'm finding my way, and I'm connecting, and it's just like I'm ready to move forward, and then the next thing is just a rash of emotions out of nowhere. Like it's still some in there that gotta be expelled. You're not ready. I'm not ready to move you forward yet because you still got some more healing to do. Like you might think you ready, but I tell you when you ready. And as of lately, especially since I got this gym membership, I've started to become anxious in wanting to move forward in this new free me, spiritually enlightened, God driven me. Without exactly still knowing what that means. But it's like I'm ready to do some other actionable items, so to say. But I guess he still wants me to get comfortable in this new skin and what that actually means and what this newfound heightened intuition and trust in it and spiritual readings of people, you know, I'm still learning all the ins and outs of that. So that could be another reason why he's still sitting me or still making sure whatever I try to do to generate money, as far as like just looking for any job to just whatever. But if that was the case, why would he pull me from the other job that I already had? Even though, you know, whatever these jobs is I was filling out for just to generate an income wouldn't be any more fulfilling than the motherfucking job I just left. then it's also like from this fasting and getting over these emotional pains, I lost weight. So it almost feels like also a part of that journey is the rebuilding in this new body or in this new consciousness and spirituality that God is putting me through. Like to make it possible for me to even be able to get this membership and go somewhere and rebuild my body, and then go somewhere and continue to rebuild my mind and my heart. Still give me a way to have a phone, to use my voice to possibly positively impact somebody else's life, to help them get through a situation or give them a strength to handle a situation a certain way. Or if they're feeling those nudges and those spiritual thirst to want to explore that side, that they wouldn't be scared to completely commit and dive into that. Because it's a beautiful thing. Like if I was financially stable, like like something to where as though it's just like a guaranteed $2,000 a month or some shit like that. Bro, I'm getting a van and I'm living in the van. I'm getting on the road. When I want to stretch out in a hotel, I would get it and I would see who I run into. And I would see what adventures I find. Just being nice to people. Spiritually reading people. But the design that they have created in this 3D world, materialistic, keep up with the Joneses driven world, they frown on behaviors or thoughts like that, of that type of freedom. Call them hippies, peace makers, and all that type of stuff. And even those movements got hijacked governmentally through COINTELPRO to break up the peace movement. I don't want to know too much peace talk. That doesn't feed the military industrial complex. We can't sell guns and missiles and start fake wars if everybody's so peaceful. Get in there, infiltrate that shit. Stay there, doing something. They're selling weed. They're prostituting. Public indecency, these hippies. Then it's like, he already showed me where I'm going. Is he leaving it up to me to find a way to get there? Ugh. It's like I surrendered, and if you're leading the way, do I now have to figure out how you're leading the way? It's like that another test or another hurdle. Makes you think. It's like I'm going hard in the gym, you know. I'm in there 3, 4 hours. Haven't really ramped it up yet because, you know, I just lost so much so fast that it just gotta rebuild. Like the muscle just, you know, I guess the sitting in the car or just only walking the park here and there, that shit just, you know, on top of the emotional shit, just took a toll. But it was like once I started seeing a different, you know, it definitely looks like a different body coming out there. It's definitely not one that I had before. I guess that's like causing the anxiousness to move forward, but it's like maybe that's not the time yet. You still baking. You just shed your caterpillar skin. You ain't even fully grow your wings yet to be even strong enough to try to crack through the cocoon. I just know it's so much world out there I want to see. And it's like, because of because they create because this 3D world made it a crime for me to have a kid and trick me into a voluntary program that I can't get out of, but never told me it was voluntary. Made it seem like it was a forced action, like like if my DNA matched my child, you're all of a sudden automatically in this program because this bitch who make more money than you is saying she's in dire need, making it seem like she's in poverty. But when you say, give me the kid, instead of me paying you, give me my child, because if we want to be technical, it's called the kingdom for a reason. And if the queen didn't like what was going on in the kingdom, she didn't leave with the kids. She got exiled from the kingdom, and the kids remained to be groomed to be take over the kingdom. The daughter would be groomed to be tied with another great house to make a great alliance with another house of integrity, morals, and values, or you know what I'm saying? Whoever the father deemed would take the best care of the daughter while also making the best alliance of pairing these families. But nope. Now I can't get a passport because I had kids. Or should I say, because I made poor choices in the people I had kids with. Because the onus is on me. I did do the skeeting. I was Johnny Appleseed. It's like I knew better then, but I still had this air of immaturity. I just had to wave my hand across that fire to try to act like I wouldn't get burnt too. And it was like, I couldn't understand why these people was doing this when I was an active father. Like, you purposely made it to where as though I couldn't be an active father. By doing this, you just turned my livelihood into just being able to get back and forth to work. I can't even eat lunch. And it's so ridiculous that if I went and got 2 jobs, right? Just say I went and got 2 full-time jobs, both the jobs would take child support out and say there's nothing they could do about it. They got a letter. It's the system. You got to go to court, blah, blah, blah. And then if you go to court, they'll say, oh, you're working 2 full-time jobs. You're a good fucking slave. But you know what? That puts you Then put your side of the bracket up again. So now you gotta get paid this bitch more money. So I fucking rebelled. I tolerated piece of shit jobs. I tolerated piece of shit individuals to work jobs that paid under the table. Whether it was good money or bad money, whatever. I only dibbled and dabbled in the streets when it was desperately needed or it was just that easy of a come up. Low risk as possible. But that was never me. That was never my style. That was never something I wanted to do or get involved with. But it's like thing with working these under the table jobs, it's never a consistent guaranteed thing, you know. Good couple months. And then you get ghosted for a fucking year. And it was like, thank goodness I had an education. Thank goodness I wasn't on some type of substance abuse. It was just thank goodness I had some actual skills that I faked it till I made it to acquire from 16 years old on my first job up until what my resume looked like now for somebody who only went to college for one semester, not even a whole year, one semester, and knew that this was some fuck shit that I ain't paying money for. For a motherfucker sitting up there telling me I gotta read the whole fucking book and then he gonna give me a quiz, no, and a half-ass lecture while he just sat at his desk on his phone all day or doing some nonsense. It's like, what the fuck is this? What is this shit? What is this shit? What is this shit? What is this shit? Cool on this shit. So then I'm like, pleading with these individuals. Don't you see what you're doing? Do you want your kids' father or do you want your kids to look at their father struggling because mommy doesn't want to take responsibility or accountability for her part of the game? She just wants to acquire services and play the system that's in her favor at the detriment of me? And it was like, yeah. You damn right, nigga. I'm taking all this free shit, doing what I want. Fuck you. Figure it out. Like every other nigga that's on this shit gotta figure it out. And it's like, alright. Thanks. Know where we stand. And it was like with every, nah, I would never do that. Bam, did it. No, I would never do it. Bam, did it. No, that's not me. Bam, did it. Like, Why did I keep attracting these horrible individuals? What am I giving off? Or what am I not picking up until after the shit in hindsight? Like, or was I being love bombed to a certain goal? Who knows, man? Who knows? Never know what type of time these people is on. Just never know. So I had this mind frame that I'm gonna create my own crack. Legal crack. You know? And that first legal crack was music. I was fully committed, fully dived in, trying to make at least one. I was happy with being a one-hit wonder because I would have made sure that one hit generated for me for a lifetime because it was crack regardless. It was a hit. They took a hit of it and it got them high. So that means it, even though the potency may dwindle from time to time, it may be high on the market again. You know what I mean? Something else might make it raw again. You know what I mean? It will always generate for me. That was my mind frame. That's why I did a lot of party songs because I was a clubber at the time, so I was, that's what I was into, But I also knew that 8 times out of 10, that's gonna last longer through the test of time, be played, be more accessible if it does take off. But I was still being true to myself, like it's still my art. I still wasn't lying in it. So then I just seen the viciousness in that game and what you would have to give up. Be famous and broke. I wasn't with that shit. Everybody gotta get a piece and they get their piece before me and I get what's left over. And I'm the one that did all the work. Well, fuck. And it's demon shit all on top of that. Like, no way. No way. No way. Couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. then I was still just doing it out of love. Just out of pure love. Just wasting money out of pure love. I started getting all these calls from jail and gang niggas circling. Motherfuckers trying to figure out what is what. I'm like, the song doesn't even have a cuss word in it. Like, song doesn't even have a cuss word in it, and it's causing this much dark energy. I was like, I don't even want it. Because what I thought it was, it wasn't. So I ain't want it. If it was what I thought it was, or talent, or poetic ability outshines any imagery or persona, then maybe I would have thrived. In my opinion. It's just my opinion. The poetic, intellectual lyricism people might not have thought my shit was that hot to be even talking like that. But hey, it's billions of people in the world, right? I only need a little bit to like me. Or they ain't gotta like me, just like my song. I made my song for you. So then I was thinking, I just don't like the energy and the politics of music. It's all very fuckery. I need to discover a new crack. A new legal crack. So I started designing clothes. Just drawing them. I'm trying to come up with the illest logo, symbol, my Batman sign for my clothing. And my first one was named Antonio Grimaldi Sportswear. I never made anything, but I drew a whole collection. But I eventually, got older and grew an affinity for sweaters. Like, I don't know why, I just love sweaters. Like, I think the iller the sweater, just makes more of a statement, especially like a form-fitting, logo properly sweater. And a nice watch. Maybe a scarf, a hat set. Or bandana, designer scarf bandana or something. Like, on my James St. Patrick, James Bond shit. You know what I mean? But yeah, I went in with the sweaters. Something I feel as though is amazing. Even now, I even believe it's even more amazing. And I'm going to figure out a way to make that happen. But again, that might not be what he wants me to do right now. So it's not about what I want to do, it's about what he wants to do. I did enough of what I wanted to do that wasn't working or ended me up in shit. Yeah. So I guess as I'm starting to gain some strength back or some endurance because my workouts are lasting longer, I'm getting this anxious feeling to praying and meditating to God to show me the forward move, because I know this is not the end. I'm not going to be Moses in the park. Not going to be splitting the river. But I think I'm here to teach something, to resonate and relate to people in a deeper, more vulnerable manner, I guess. Peeling back the layers. But I was always someone that was against like people going on any type of social media or internet or anything like that and just telling the world their business and then treating it like therapy and stuff like that. And I just was never comfortable with that. So it's like, I feel like I try to present it in a way that it's like, I'm not exposing all my business, but I am giving you the lesson in it, or the pro and the con and what happened, or if you see these signs or these behaviors, watch out. Maybe I can save someone from being caught up in a situation. It's like, I guess he's got me just sitting in this freeness, trying to understand what that means as well, before he gives me the mission. Or I guess this is training for the mission. I ain't no preacher, you know? I ain't got no scriptures for you. I ain't got no psychic abilities for you. I just got faith, some common sense, and some intuition that I'm now fully trusting in. Soon as I feel whatever, soon as I know the feeling, soon as it hit, I just know what. Okay. So yeah, that's pretty much, I guess, the messages I wanted to convey right now. Is that I know this isn't the end. This is the start. And to start is the first step. You got to build that foundation. And you don't start to see it at first, but you gotta keep building that foundation. Strong foundation. Can't crumble that. So my foundation got renovated. The top got demolished and my foundation is being renovated. And once the building will start, I guess you'll see it. Like, or maybe you already are seeing it. Like, Well, I think I wrapped y'all ear off enough. I know all my topics is just all over the place. They're just running from one thing to another to another. But hey, man, that's how it be sometimes, you know? Shoot, sometimes the downloads just come in and you just get stuck. And it's like, you're wondering why you getting that download right then and there. And you just, because you just when he wanted to give it to you. So, hope everybody had a good Easter weekend and all that, and they got to spend time with real loved ones and, you know, cherished moments with your kids and whoever you wanted to share those cherished moments with. Maniac Monday. Hope it went smoothly for y'all, or at least the first half of it. And yeah, probably check in with y'all later before it get dark or something. If I got something else to talk about. Heard the Pope died, but who cares, right? What he really do? Who he really working for? Died at 88. That's a particular number, right? But yeah, I'm not even gonna, you know, start going there. I ain't about to hit you with the metaphysical, the individual, invisible, the hyper supersonic, indivisible. It's in the stratosphere. But yeah, if you can, you know, get out, enjoy the day after work, find somewhere to decompress, you know, turn the electronics off and just listen. Close your eyes and just listen. See what comes to you. You know what I mean? It's your boy Hoom Boom. With all love. Peace.